Hello and welcome back to our AutoCAD 2008 fundamental lessons. I've titled this video Don't Be Afraid. And the reason why is what I like to do to start out with all of my AutoCAD training is to kind of show people that there's not a lot of objects in AutoCAD. It's a matter of what we do with them once we get them in. Once we have all our objects in, we can use all kinds of editing tools like move and copy and trim and extend and all kinds of stuff like that. And some other concepts which we'll talk about in the next CAD clip, but I just want to point out the different object types that you have in AutoCAD just to kind of reassure you there's not a lot of object types within AutoCAD, and we can see that off of our draw toolbar. We'll get over to that in a minute. But so to start with over here, we have the line object. Okay, a line is just a straight segment between 2 points. If you click on it, you'll see some grips at the end in the middle. Okay, we use lines all the time. We have thousands of them in every drawing. We can do all kinds of things with lines, but basically it's a line. Then we have an arc. An arc is a kind of like a curved line, except for it has different grips on it and it has different properties. But you can have arcs, and you can take arcs, and you can have join arcs to the ends of lines, and however you want to take those arc objects, you can manipulate them and rotate them and do all kinds of stuff with them. So we have a standard uniform arc, and we have different ways of drawing that arc. We have a circle. Basic circle object has a center, 4 quadrants. With that circle, we can take that, we can trim it, and we can copy and move it around, stuff like that. Okay, basic circle object. We have a solid object. Okay, this isn't really fully appreciated until you look at it in a 3D view. So we'll try that just before we finish off this CAD clip. So we have a solid type object. We have a table. Tables can be in different sizes. They're great. They have different cells. They're like a spreadsheet from within AutoCAD. We can insert blocks and text and all kinds of stuff in each individual cell. We can add formulas and all kinds of neat stuff. So we have a table object. Okay. Then we have some cross-hatching. Cross-hatching can have different angles. It can have different patterns. It could be a solid fill hatch. It could be checker marks. You can create your own hatches, and you can take hatch patterns and email them to your friends, and you can go download hatch patterns and all kinds of stuff. So hatch patterns basically fills in certain spaces with a specific pattern, and we can change that after the fact. All of these objects can be altered and manipulated and stretched and trimmed and extended after the fact. I should say most of them. You can't really trim or extend a table. Then we have a polyline. Polylines come in many different shapes. We can have a polyline that kind of looks like this. It's a splined polyline. We can also have polylines that have a width, so it looks like a lot wider and plot and will print out that way. So polylines can be curved. They can be like a rectangle box. Okay, they can be a straight line. Sometimes by looking at it, you can't tell if it's a polyline or a line. Polylines are basically advanced line types. Okay, and you can do different things with them. We'll see. We'll have a separate CAD clip all about polylines. We have dimension objects. Dimension from here to here, from here to here. Okay, gives us the numerical value, and then if we take that and we move that dimension, I'm going to hit escape on the keyboard to cancel that. It changes that. I can click on here, take my dimension, put it back to there, and I need to turn my O snap on to grab that endpoint. Escape on the keyboard to get rid of that command. We'll talk about the command input in our next couple lessons. So we have dimensions. We have just text. This is text. This is text. This is just all text. And text, you can have different fonts. You can have different heights, and you can have it so it's slanted, and you can use AutoCAD regular TXT type fonts or SHX, or you can use true type fonts that Windows uses, and so you can get different text fonts from different people. We like to try to keep our text fonts fairly standard so that It just is a little more compliant with industry standards. However, you can do what you want. And these are really, in a nutshell, just about all the objects that AutoCAD has. Lines, arcs, circles, solids, tables, hatch patterns, dimensions, polylines, and text. Okay, I might be missing something out there, I doubt it, but these are really all the objects that AutoCAD uses. Then we use layers and colors and all kinds of different concepts we're going to talk about in our next CAD clip, being the the concepts of using all of these objects. Okay, so rest assured, don't be afraid. All the objects that pretty much all the AutoCAD objects that are available in your model are shown here right in front of you. Then you can take them and group them together into blocks, and you can use XREFs and all kinds of fancy stuff. But when it comes down to it, these are the base objects. So not so bad. Tune back in for our next CAD clip. We're going to talk about some concepts.